Hey everybody, coming at you with another film review of what I'm going to dub today as to be Sunday Double Feature Day. As I was lucky enough to be sitting in Devil Wears Prada 2 this morning and checking the app, my Regal app, before the trailer started, saw that the Monday mystery movie, that's usually Monday mystery movie, was playing today on Sunday, and I think there's another one tomorrow at 2, and it was in the same theater, and I got to stay in the same seat, which is my favorite seat in the back corner. So why not? And glad I did, because the movie I'm going to show you, and again, also two movies helps us get up to that 100 movies we're trying to watch for the year. So I'm glad I stayed because the mystery movie was The Sheep Detectives, which is, I think, coming out in a few weeks. The cast itself lends so much talent to this movie. That should be a big draw anyway for you to want to see all these people working together. You've Hugh Jackman, you've got Emma Thompson, you've got Molly Gordon, you've got Nicholas Braun, you've got Sir Patrick Stewart, you've got did I say Emma Thompson? I think I did. Bryan Cranston, Chris O'Dowd, Brett Goldstein, Julie Louis Dreyfus, and on and on and on of just the talent. Some playing humans, some playing animals, but you can feel the joy and the fun they're having throughout this movie together. And it's such a great blend. And as the Emma Thompson, I just seen, like I said, Devil Wears Prada 2, and Kenneth Branagh is in it, and I was thinking of traipsing about the fields and fauna together in Much Ado About Nothing, which is one of my favorite '90s Shakespeare send-ups, as well as the ones that have stand for Shakespeare movies like 10 Things I Hate About You and She's the Man. And um, great film. Take the family. I don't know when it comes out. I think probably a few weeks. It's definitely got Lord and Miller's hands all over it, which is just gold, obviously, now, right? So everything they've done, and then this year with Project Hail Mary, and here they are again. I think they're just the producers of this film, but they seem to have a nose for what's going to do well. And we don't get a lot of family movies. I think that both adults and kids can find something they gravitate towards in this and kind of share a bond in it. I was sitting next to a family, parents. They brought a lot of kids, possibly friends, possibly a party, and everybody seemed to enjoy like laughing together. There were some sniffles, and it's probably from me, but there's funny moments, there's message moments, there's really some really beautiful, heartfelt moments about same thing as I'm seeing a lot of movies this year, finding connection, finding your found family in the midst of chaos, and who are our friends and who is our family and what does it mean to be loved. There's some darker moments to it, but not too dark. I think that it's not something like as dark as say Fox and the Hound, uh, in the early '80s when you're thinking about kids fare, family fare, and also takes place in a small English town, which I've become a sucker for in movies lately, like quirky small towns. Like if you watched Wicked Little Letters a few years ago. Sorry, had to sneeze. Wicked Little Letters, which, small towns, everybody knows everybody's business. There's intrigue, there's, people knowing too much business. And I love that movie too if you get a chance to see Wicked Little Letters. So this takes place in this little town in England and their cultural festival weekend, right? And so even the cultural festival has a great reference to Return to Oz. Uh, as the greatest of the Oz movies that they all celebrate in this town because it was filmed down the road. And, Return to Oz, who's not a sucker for that? I think this movie could have maybe done some fan service by casting Faraz Bulk somewhere in this, just for fun. If you've ever seen Return to Oz and you wonder why Gen X is how we are, check it out. See the Wheelers and Mombi. Know that we've been through some stuff together. The Gnome King. And I'm a sucker for the original 14 Oz books. So that combination of Ozma of Oz and the Emerald City of Oz and Emerald City of Oz and Road to Oz. Anyway, I digress. I'm not doing a review of Return to Oz, even though this movie, thank you for Return to Oz reference. Worst Witch kind of vibes to it. So like I said, this movie I'd call Agatha Christie meets Clue, or Agatha Christie meets Babe, Clue meets Babe, whatever you see. It's a great family film. Um, Holds your attention. I think it's probably about 2 hours, hour and a half, but it's great because it leaves you on the edge of the seat, keeps you guessing who did it. You know, you get the setup at the beginning of meeting all the characters so that you can try and figure out who possibly did it. So it's filled with surprises. It's filled with some zigzagging. Um, like I said, filled with lots of humor, but also filled with some really touching moments, especially in Bryan Cranston's character and the way that he interacts with Julia Louis Dreyfus's character. The spirit of Hugh Jackman in this, might I add, Hugh Jackman, the Ball State University here in Indiana keynote speaker yesterday at their graduation. Not too shabby. Um, yeah, I mean, it's great. Nicholas Braun, who, I'll always know as Cousin Greg from Succession, does a really great job carrying a lot of the film. He is, I would say, the lead, even though obviously Hugh Jackman, but Hugh Jackman's in and out. Nicholas Braun is, the bumbling Clouseau cop who has to solve the mystery, and he does a great job. And like I said, I've loved his character work, Double Bill and Saturday Night last year and stuff. So, yeah, just solid film, solid family film. I don't know when it comes out, but something definitely to take the kids to. You go see it too. Great date film. Solid, solid work. Just go see it. Sheep Detective.